on now, and you save this for the birthdays and the holidays for the kids. I think even the grown-ups might like this too, including Joe Harrison. I happen to know you're a fan of this little guy.
I am. We have Duke. It's good to see you too.
This is neat. You got to walk me through this.
Well, Duke is so cool. Such a unique product, because if you don't want to have a real pet to clean up the mess, Duke is a great alternative for you. But the thing about Duke is, as soon as you turn him on, he acts and really feels like a real puppy. As soon as you turn him on, he's ready to play. He starts barking at you. His little tail will start to wag, and he's ready to play. And oh, there's his little tail right there. He's excited. He's happy. And he even comes with, he's already ready to go. He's already ready to play around the table, play on the floor. And he has up to 12 different commands that he will do. And you also get a bone, which has some secret commands. So watch out for that. Now, the great thing about Duke is you can talk to him, ask him to do certain tricks. But he also has this, if you start to pet him, he'll do one of his random tricks right there in front of you. Now, I highly recommend you don't play with him on the table, because he's an active dog. Just like a puppy, he wants to go somewhere. So I'll take Duke and we'll put him down on the floor. And the great thing about having Duke is that whether you have one Duke or many Dukes, as soon as you tap his little, tap his head and pet him, he'll run around and do his own little trick. Now that was his gallop. He's got a gallop. He's got to run. He'll talk to you. Now he's talking to us. He wants to show off. But he'll also, if you don't play with him for a while, Michelle, he'll start to growl at you. And he's like, come over here and pet me.
Too cute.
He's showing you he can turn. He can beg for a treat. He can sit on his hind legs. Just there he is right there. It's like perfect on cue. He's listening to us this morning. So it's great to be able to have Duke, to be able to play with him. And as you see, we're playing with him on the hardwood floor. He works on tile. He works on small pile carpets. I wouldn't put him on like a shag rug, but he's a lot of entertainment and a lot of fun.
I keep noticing you're touching his head. So what are you doing when you do that? There's like a little area right there.
So there's a little sensor that's built right on the top. There's also one on his back and one on his belly. So Duke loves to be played with. So if you play with him and pat him there, he'll do one of his 12 random tricks. And now he also has a mic that's right there in his back and a speaker that's right there on his backside too. So if you talk to him, he has 12 different commands you can talk to as well. Now, since we're in this big studio, there's a lot of echo. Duke doesn't necessarily like to play in this room with the voice commands, but when you get at home and you're in a room,
like a regular room,
size room, a 15 by 15 foot room, it is absolutely perfect. But it truly becomes hours and hours of fun, because everything he does is kind of random. You can ask him to do your own commands, and he'll bark. He'll sniff at you, he'll growl at you, he does a lot of cool things. But then, Michelle, if you put the bone inside Duke's mouth, he also will then start to talk using his human voice. And this is a secret trick, so it becomes kind of like your kid's favorite pet. Because my daughter has Duke, and she is the only one that's allowed to use the bone. So when she puts the bone inside Duke, she feels like, okay, this is my pet. Mom and Dad can't do this trick that I'm gonna do. And now Duke starts to talk to her in a human voice. It's just a lot of fun when you have such a cool toy.
You know, it's great too, because the kids are getting interaction. They're using their imagination. They're doing something fun. And the price point today, so this is from Sharper Image too. And this is a brand, they're known for their innovations in technology, robotics, and to have that technology combined with a fun toy for the whole family, it is, oh my gosh, $90 off for you today if you want to pick this up. And we still have flex pay, so under $10 we'll get this home. This would be great for kids all the way up to teenagers, honestly. And when they get it home, then they can start interacting with them. And I look at something like this, Joe, and I think it's a perfect take-along toy. Like if you're traveling or you're going somewhere where maybe the people you're visiting don't have a lot of options for the kids to stay entertained, you're looking at hours of fun here, for sure.
Absolutely, and we see the size of him. Duke is a substantial size, but it's not too big that you can't put him in a backpack, put him in that carry-on bag if you want. But I also love what you mentioned earlier. You know, we've offered Duke at a higher price before. We've never been at this price before. My wife and with my two kids, we always have these, oh my gosh, here comes my kids are invited to a birthday party. What are we gonna get? And you don't wanna spend $100 as a last minute birthday gift, but having this tucked along, my wife has a couple of these when we started selling this price. So now when a birthday comes up, it's a great toy that really we haven't seen anything like it before.
And boys and girls would like this, a big wide age range. You're so right about that for gifting. It's such a nice idea to get this. If you wanna use flex pay, oh look at him, that's how you get this home now for $9.98. What a phenomenal way to pick up such cool technology. I love when he wags his tail.
He does.
And his eyes are green. What does that mean?
So when he has green eyes, he's ready to play.
Okay.
If you haven't played with him for a while, his eyes will turn red. and he'll start to growl at you. And he also falls asleep too. He has orange eyes, and he'll take a nap if he wants to fall asleep. But there's also, it's just a simple button that's on the back side to turn him off, and then you turn him back on to get started. He just takes regular AA batteries.
It comes with the batteries, by the way.
Oh, fantastic,
it comes with
even
the
better.
4 AA batteries that you need.
And
you get Duke, and you get the bone. And I know the bone we didn't technically show off yet, but that's like your fun surprise when you get it home.
It is. So the bone's got a little sensor that's on the front side, and when you put that inside of Duke's mouth, that sensor then turns Duke into a smarter dog. So as he stands right now, it's got 12 different commands, but whoever owns the bone, Duke thinks of that as his owner, so then he'll do different commands that you won't see normally. So my daughter likes to have the bone, as when she's playing with Duke, she brings the bone, because now he does something unique that mom and dad and her brother can't do. Only she can do it, because Duke's her dog.
Oh, he's friendly too. Look, he plays well with others.
He plays well with the other dog. And the nice thing is you've got that sensor that's on the top. You also have a sensor that's on the back side. There is a microphone too, so I'm just petting him, I'm having fun, I'm interacting with Duke, but I can also use my voice. He's talking to me now with his little voice.
So you could give him commands then with your voice when you're in a normal room. Here we have super high ceilings and there's kind of an echo, so we just want to show you the easy ways you can play with him without having to give commands, but you can. And he has emotions as well, right?
He does. Like right now, I just turned him on and he's a little sad. So he wants to be played with because we haven't been touching him for a while. We turned him on. I don't know if you can
hear growling.
He fell asleep. So Duke was falling asleep.
He was snoring.
He's got his bone, he's happy, and he's content with that. Let me go get my other Duke.
We've got a caller. We've got Shannon calling us from California. And Shannon, you have a pet Duke. Welcome, you're live on HSN with Michelle and Joe. How are you? Are you there?
Hi, I'm wonderful. How are you guys?
We're doing
Fantastic.
great.
We're playing with Duke today. What do you think of him? You have one?
I want to play with Duke.
I know. He's so cute. Tell me what you think about this.
He is. He's adorable.
Yeah. Look at him doing spins. Are you going to pick one up today, Shannon, or do you already own one?
I just purchased it, and I'm so excited. My grandson turns 7 in a couple weeks.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
That's great.
To be so excited.
Yes, that's perfect for a 7-year-old. That's how old my
absolutely.
son is, too. And hey, it'll teach him a little responsibility before you have to get a real pet.
Right.
Exactly. Well, actually, we have a lot of pets. We live on 15 acres, so we have 6 dogs, 8 cats,
Oh, my
and
gosh.
we have goats and ducks, and he helps with all of them. But I think he's just going to absolutely love Duke.
You are going to be the coolest grandma ever because this is one of those super neat, unique gifts for sure. Don't you think, Joe?
Absolutely. Especially if you have 15 pets, this will be the only pet, Shannon, you don't have to clean up after.
That's true.
Yay!
Very true. Shannon, thank you. Oh, enjoy him. Enjoy your Duke. And when you get him home, just
we will.
make sure your grandson is the one that has the power with the
That's right.
bone.
Give
Because
him
he'll
the
get to
bone.
do the extra little features with that.
Okay, I'll try not to steal the bone from him.
Good call. Thank you, Shannon. And tell him happy birthday from us at HSN. How fun is that? See, that's the thing. It makes you such a great gift giver to give something unique like this. And Sharper Image, I mean, you can't beat Sharper Image
Well, they've
brand.
been around for over 70 years, bringing so much amazing technology. And you see as Duke's jumping around, it's durable, he's falling off the table, he's been okay, but it's just that quality gift that really Sharper Image can truly deliver.
Okay, so that is Duke for you. There he is. We do have 3 flexible payments available. Now, we're gonna move to another super cool high-tech idea. This is from Discovery.